everyone, I'm Morgan, and today I wanted to tell you about the last books I DNF'd in 2020, so in the last quarter, so October, November and December. I only DNF'd 6 books in that time, so I will tell you about them in the order that I DNF'd them. DNF stands for did not finish, in case you don't know. And yeah, let's just do that. So the first book I DNF'd was Rivers of London by Ben Aaronovitch. I was excited to get to this actually. I thought of unhauling this book for a long time, and then I read like the first chapter and I thought it sounded cool, but I don't know what it was. I just could not get on with the writing and the way what this book was about. I couldn't grasp it. So we follow this guy, I would say like middle age or something, and there's this murder that happened and he goes on the scene. I think he's a cop or something like that, and so when he goes, he suddenly starts to see a ghost. I mean, he doesn't know what he's seeing at first, but after some time he does, and he talks to this ghost and they tell him about this murder that has happened. And so at first I was really into that, and then so this cop, he joins another detective who's like pretty well known and classy, and that guy knows about supernatural things, and they start to investigate this murder together. But the way this was written, it just did not work for me. I cannot say exactly what it was anymore. It was a few months ago, but yeah, I just could not get on with this, and I was kind of disappointed, but it's okay. Then I tried reading this Mournable Body by Tsitsi Dangarembga. I can't remember it, I'm sorry, but I will put it here. And this was one of the books that was nominated for the Man Booker Prize, and I was just really not into it. It's about this middle-aged, again, woman who I don't even remember what she does, honestly. I think she was a cleaner or something, or no, she was living in this building with other people. I don't know. I just thought it was a little boring, and I could not connect to the main character whatsoever. And I don't know, the way this was written again did not work for me. Yeah, I think it's like a book that I could have finished, but I knew I would never have given it more than 3 stars, so I was like, I don't care enough to continue, and so I stopped. Then I tried reading Beloved by Toni Morrison, and the problem with this was that I tried reading the audiobook, and I think it's one of these audiobooks that is like kind of old, and it's told by Toni Morrison, who died last year, by the way. And yeah, I think it was done like a few years ago, this recording, and the quality of the audiobook was not what I was expecting at all, and I hate bad audio as well as just I don't know, I think this story did not work as an audiobook. Like, I kept listening to it. I tried 3 times to listen to the same like few chapters, and I just could not get on with it. I could not focus, and I know people talk about audiobooks and how they struggle to get into a story sometimes, but I've listened to many audiobooks now and I know I can get on with it sometimes, but this did not work at all. And so I still want to read this story. I think it could be something I would be interested in, but maybe in physical format instead of the audiobook. Then I tried reading Dracula by Bram Stoker, an audiobook as well, and I have heard actually of this audiobook because it's a full cast, and I always like full cast audiobooks, but I just didn't care that much about the story, at least in the beginning. I still think I will try again to get through it once I'm maybe more in the mindset of reading this. It's just very slow, and yeah, there wasn't a lot of intrigue, and I was surprised by this. I thought this would be a lot more intriguing because obviously like Dracula, the story of a vampire, I thought it would be very exciting, and it wasn't really. I just read like, I mean, the first part, I think, which was the story of this man who went on an estate and never left, but I don't know, like it wasn't boring, but it also wasn't very exciting or interesting, so yeah. We'll try again though. Then I tried to read The End of the Day by Bill Clegg, which was a pretty recent release, and I just could not get on with it. It followed many different characters and I did not care about any of them. I did not like the writing. I just did not like anything about this book, so I listened to like an hour and I was like, no, this is not for me, and I stopped. Then I tried another book that was nominated for the Man Booker, and it was She Would Be King by Wayétu More. Oh no, actually no. Was it? No, it wasn't for the Booker. It was just a book that I bought like a few years ago, and it's historical fiction set in Nigeria, is it? Or something else, something like that. But anyway, I just did not care for this book. I could not connect to the main character. It's like, I think she went through so many horrible things that she did everything to like hide her emotions from people and just be like this rock, and I can never connect to these characters. I need emotions and she did not have any, and so yeah, just not at all for me. And the writing, just, I don't know, I just didn't care at all about the story as well. It's, I don't know, about this this woman who lives in a village, and she grew up so with her mother, and she was born on a bad day kind of, and so everyone thinks there's a curse on her and they don't want to talk to her. They just shun her from the beginning, and yeah, it's about her life. And then the story follows other characters later on, but I just did not care about any of them. Like, stories set in small villages who are just completely sad and bleak are not my thing, and this was that, so yeah, not my thing. But yeah, that was the last book I DNF'd in 2020, and yeah, I have not DNF'd any books in 2021 so far, but I'm sure it won't happen, so I'll continue to do these videos every quarter probably. And yeah, please tell me if you DNF'd any books in 2020, and if so, which ones they were, because I would be very interested to know, and also why you DNF'd them, because that's always interesting. But yeah, that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon in that video. Goodbye! Dream I know, deep up my feelings feel